Okay, here we have the main ingredient of our second Mallorca breakfast, which is basically a step forward from the original one to simplify our daily use of the breakfast, and particularly for children, and you will see why later on. So let us have a look here. We have organic oats from a shop in Palma. They look beautiful, very nicely. They come from Austria, and so we put them in here. Right, now the second ingredient, a very important ingredient, is the flaxseed. Flaxseed can be bought in any health food store. There's plenty of it around, and we're liberal and generous with the flaxseed. It's very good for us. It's a good source of omega-3, amongst other wonderful things. And again, this is from an ecological source. Right, and here we have some pumpkin seeds. And a messy lad, I dropped some on the workbench. There we go, make the most of all of them. And in they go. Right, now we're going to add some cranberries to the whole concoction. So in they go. They're always good. They had a little bit of sweetness, so for those with a slightly sweet tooth, they're rather pleasant. And they're also good to prevent, in a 30-40% of the cases, that certain bacteria that can affect the bladder stay in the bladder. So they're actually very good. And now we add some sesame seeds to the whole thing. And they're very good because they help to glutenate everything, keep it all together. So in they go. They're very healthy also. There. Right, the next ingredient is the walnuts. Good old walnuts, very healthy, good for bringing cholesterol down, full of all wonderful nourishment. And we have to mash them a little bit because they're a little bit big. And so we start crushing them up a little bit. And now we add some raw Mallorquin almonds. They're delicious, in fact. They're very healthy also. And we'll have to crush them up a little bit. Bien, vamos a probar con esto, a ver si lo podemos trocear bien y combinar con el resto del preparado. Vamos a ver, vamos a mirarlo. Bueno, la verdad la cosa es que ha ido francamente bien, no está nada mal, están todos troceaditos así. Así que vamos a dejar este aparato aquí y meterlo aquí adentro. Creo que la próxima vez lo que haremos es mezclar las almendras con las nueces y trocearlas de esta misma manera. Pero bueno, no está mal. Vamos aprendiendo. Right, we have put the Mallorcan almonds in here, but we had a bit of a problem to break them up into little pieces because we found it easier with this machine. But you've got to be careful because little bits come flying out as you're doing it, but it does work. So next time we will do it directly here, and we'll probably put the walnuts with the almonds, mix them up at the same time, and therefore do it much quicker. Now we can add some ginger if we like, or any kind of spice we wish, but a little bit of ginger is also very good for us. So in goes some ginger. Come on, ginger. There we go. Thank you. Not too much, bearing in mind this is for children, basically, or young people, and we don't want them to feel it's too strong. And the next thing we put in here is some cinnamon. And cinnamon's wonderful stuff, and most of them like it a lot, so we can be fairly liberal with the cinnamon. Gives it a nice smell when it is in the oven. Right, at this stage we have to put some olive oil in here for its nutritional qualities, and also oils help create satiety. They reduce our appetite, and we all know the virtues of olive oil, so in goes some olive oil, which we mix up with the oats, etc. for our breakfast. Right, now what we do, we put the olive oil in there and we stir it all up, and now we go to a phase or a part of the process which is individualized, shall we say. If you're trying to wean people off sugars, usual breakfast cereals which have a 30-40% sugar content, which are terribly powerful on sugar, what we do is we put a little bit of something sweet in here to be able to bring them across slowly. And every time we make one of these, we make it a little bit less sweet. So how can we do that? Well, some people like using black chocolate for cooking chocolate, sugarless, and putting it in hot water and dissolving it in hot water and adding a little bit of honey and then pouring that in here, stirring it up so that it's a little bit sweet, and the younger ones will enjoy it. And you can, as I say, bit by bit, get them off the sugar and get them onto the more natural food. The important thing of this is that the energy this gives off, aside from that little peak from that honey or whatever one's going to put in there just to take the edge off it, all these are slow carbs. This is going to give off energy for hours. It's going to keep them stable. It's going to keep them well. They're not going to have a little hunger mid-morning and need to eat something sugary and dangerous and addictive. All right, so it's a very good, healthy start to the morning. Now, let's get on with this. Right. Here we have a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of honey, and some water. Right, now we've got it all in the tray, the baking tray. Now we flatten it down a bit.